Hello everyone! Welcome to the 5 Laws of the School Library and Media Center, inspired by Ranganathan's, but reflecting the specific needs of school libraries, staff, teachers, and most of all, students. Our first law, information is for sharing, emphasizes accessibility. When building a collection for a school, the librarian must remember that students come from many socioeconomic, ethnic, religious, and even national backgrounds as well as family situations. Some students may have access to many resources, but others might only get to access books and educational media through the school library. Thus, information is for sharing means that it is a school librarian's responsibility to make these resources available, even if your book budget is gone for the year and somebody's just ripped off the cover on James Patterson's latest. Law 2, every community its collection, emphasizes the importance of a library meeting the needs of its community. In a school library, that means that the librarian must build a diverse collection that meets the needs of its students. Such a collection should include diversity that mirrors the diversity seen in the student body. A school librarian should withhold personal judgment on materials and acknowledge that our purpose is to serve the needs of the school. In other words, the librarian should respect that every student has his or her own preferences, abilities, and interests, and every teacher has his or her own teaching style and need. Law 3, every collection its community, follows naturally. You need only spend a minute looking at catalogs from Scholastic and Follett to see there are a plethora of directions to take your school collection. And just wait until you see what comes in bags of donations. But not every book and resource package will fit your school's population. You can't be a hoarder. Don't be afraid to tell the umpteenth set of discarded college-level Norton anthologies of poetry to arrive in your elementary school that it's not them, it's me. Which leads us to Law 4, make the most of limited library time. There's a world of information and books out there, but only some of it is relevant or truly accessible to a student, user, or class. Especially given the constraints of a school day, when teachers and administrators have so much to cover, so many tests to give. It's easy for things like giving students time to peruse a library collection or to read at their leisure to fall away. Librarians have to protect that time while also appreciating the very real demands of a school curriculum. Law 5 can help with this. The library is a fluid entity. The school library and media center is a place, but it's also a concept. Via electronic resources, today's school librarians support students and staff through many information needs, both curricular and extracurricular, and very well might find herself on call after school's out. We have more resources than ever, even if we don't have more physical books. For example, an eager student emailed me over winter break asking if I could order biographies of famous wrestlers with the money from our book fair. Of course I did. Another student last week asked for books on how to learn a foreign language, specifically Russian. I gave him call numbers from the public library, but I also showed him Tennessee's electronic library, which gives free access to a software program for learning basic skills in Russian and other languages. If I had to summarize the core law of the School Library and Media Center that wraps all this up in a nice bow, I'd say it's innovation by making do with what you have and meeting people where they are.